What's up, guys? Eclectic Nerd here again, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. So right now we are in what is my garage essentially. A little bit of work that I did off camera was to just basically build the interior parts of my garage, I guess you could call it, for lack of a better term. I got a little connector here, goes over the cargo container. I put some airtight hanger doors in here, up to a nice little button panel. I got a bunch of extra buttons that I have no real use for right now, I guess. But, you know, you can come in here, boop that button, and it just barely clears that. I had to actually extend the floor plan out one block for these doors, but yeah, they just barely clear Rob's little arms there. And I have been jonesing to get some work done here ever since I finished the last episode. I laid out the general frame and I finished the garage just because that was something that I wasn't entirely sure I could get planned out. And I also did a little scaffolding work here, so you know, you can kind of come out this door here and, you know, get in the mining ship. So that's kind of cool. But right now we're going to get into Rob here and get to welding on the roof, because that really needs to be welded. And I'm just going to check, make sure I have extra steel plates on me that I do not need to be on me. Am I? Okay. Whew, I got stuck there for a second. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Container. There. Oh, 1,000? Yeah. I thought I may have needed to produce some plates, but apparently I do not. Okay, turn that off. I have to drop down. Maybe I should put the doors at the bottom. Where's my... There we go. Trying to find my change view key. So I've been really torn since the last episode went up, because I really like playing this game, and I could easily play it for, you know, like 8 hours straight, which is kind of hard for YouTube because, one, you know, if I played it for 8 hours straight and recorded all of that, then there would be, you know, like 4 weeks of episodes of really me just doing one thing and no real feedback. Because one of the early episodes on was the suggestion to convert Rob to a mining ship, which I thought was a really good idea. And if I had recorded just a bunch of episodes and had them kind of like queued up, I would have kind of lost that. It's like, well, it's a good suggestion, but you're gonna have to tolerate me derping around for, you know, however long it takes. So I have been just like chomping at the bit to really do some work, and I've been doing a bit of... I did some off-camera work that I started, and I was like, well, I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this. It started like running away. I mean, it's like, no, I have to stop and focus here. I have to get the tasks that I had started done first, which is building the base up, building the shell of the base before I start messing around with the tweaking and the kind of derping around of everything. Am I out of plate already? I am out of plate already. Holy crap. Went through that really fast. Speaking of tweaking, I think my garage system might need a bit of work, because this is probably going to be a pain in the ass to park into. Hang on here. Yep. I did not think about this. Everything's reversed because I'm going backwards. Okay, I think that's good there. Rotate the camera around. I should have thought about that. Oh, I didn't need to get out. Just need to stay in here. Bump that iron up, because I definitely need more iron. Repeat. Steel plate. So one of the other things I want to do is, in my single player test world, I have a refinery setup that I think works really well. and I want to. It's basically a series of filters, or I guess I say filters, but they're the item sorters, and they work really well because all I need to do, like I have a huge mining ship, and all I need to do is just back my mining ship up to it, and it's in there's enough container space where it just sucks everything clean out, and it goes to the refiners as needed, and then it goes through there after through the refiners to a cargo container, which then feeds all of my assemblers, which then feed like a third tier cargo container, and that is amazingly awesome. Because with most of the cargo containers, I just plug it. I have 3 or 4 connectors, and all I have to do is hook up any one of my building ships, and it's great. Spilling water all over myself here. Get a little hydration there while I'm waiting for all this plate to build. I have a lot of reactor components for some reason. I don't know why. Suppose I could probably be doing other things while I'm waiting for this. Or just go out and weld with what I got. That is really close. Alright, back up on the roof here. Yeah, I've already decided that I'm going to expand outwards a bit more to kind of make the base an L shape, and then that L shape will house the next sort of like production tier, if you will. Just gotta finish the roof up here. I think an antenna is definitely going to need to go up here, because building remote ships is cool. Let's see. Depth perception. Depth perception and having the controls all goofy. I think I'm almost on top of it. There we go. Sure, okay. Lock that into place. Oop! I don't know why I always want to get out whenever I connect it. I hook up to something. Hasn't even gotten to that stone yet. Container. I think that should be good for now. Yeah, I definitely need to look into a better way to do that. Alright, let's see here. I think this window here, I guess not window, but this gap here will be, there's going to be a window there. And the other one will just be steel plate, because it's kind of close to the side of the asteroid, so it doesn't really matter what I see. I don't even know if this is the same color. Okay, it is the same color. Whoop. Am I out of plate already? Yes, I am. Don't know why. The plate just goes really, really quick. So I just kind of hand weld this while I wait. So at least I'm doing multiple things at once. Uh-oh. Sounds like my iron's almost out. At least the iron within the assembler is gone. Oh, wow. Stop, stop, stop. Man. Actually, I can take this out. Because I actually ran out of uranium before. Let's see how we're looking. How long will that run my station for? 11 hours. Perfect. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go mining then. Since we're out of. I think I might have enough to at least finish these windows. I'll find out here. Yeah, I don't think that's nearly enough. If I was able to finish the windows, I probably would have just done that, but... Oop! Shoot.
Ship fuel critical.
What? What happened? Oh. That's why. Ship's straight up dead. That was weird. I wonder why that happened. I'll grab 7. Okay. Oop. Fuel up here. Oh, I get why that happened. Because power actually gets transmitted through connectors as well. Once I cut the connector, I actually lost power completely. Let's see here. I'm gonna try and use the the gravity to my advantage here, because it'll actually trap all of the mining debris. Whoa! Booped that a bit too hard. Here. Let's see. Maybe I can do a little thing here where I kind of carve this into a bowl. That'll help collect stuff. Or not. Could just be making this completely worse. Lights on. It's the small things like lights that make things really cool. cracking on out here. Oh yeah, there we go. Check my inventory here. A good chunk of iron in there. In the belly of the beast. I feel like almost what would be just as I guess like helpful method would be to build like I guess like a mining catch for something like that, for at least a small ship maybe. With a big one, it's not that bad because you're sort of farming out a big enough swath and like actually digging through asteroids to the point where stuff isn't flying off into space. But with something like a small scale like this, it might be useful to build like a sort of like catch ship, where you would have it like have a bunch of collectors, and then it generates its own gravity field underneath, so it basically pulls everything above it down, kind of like what I'm doing here, where I'm using the station's gravity to actually pull the loose bits that don't get collected right away. Not inventory space, about a quarter full-ish. I think I'll just fill it up and then go ahead and plug back in. Now, I think I did put a sorter on the connector, so it should be interesting to see how well that actually works, because sometimes it can be kind of buggy. I know the first time I started using it, like, it was really weird in that it would pull everything out, but it was almost like it would go to a cargo container past it for some reason. I didn't understand why. It's just really weird. I had to kind of play around with it to get it to work in the way that I wanted it to. I guess that's with anything really that you don't initially understand. You have to kind of play around with it to figure it out. Pick up all the things. Come on. Like duck walking. I wonder what it looked like. Oh, that's funny. It's all squatting down. Okay, stand back up here. So a few tiny pieces. And why did pieces even break off this small? I think with something so big that it would pretty much consistently break stuff off into a certain size or larger, and it wouldn't be that small. Alrighty. I think that's good enough for now. Let's see if we can't back up, because I definitely need more return thrust. More side-to-side thrust would probably help too. Just more thrust in general couldn't hurt. I guess also when it comes to the side-to-side thrust, I have 6 thrusters pushing me forward and just 2 on either side pushing me back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Ooh, gyros are quite strong. Get this without having to adjust any further. Just the camera, that is. Oh, look at that! Okay. Okay, cool. It pulled everything out. Awesome. Yeah. That's where I need to fix things. So how sorters work is you can basically set them up to pull anything out of whatever is immediately connected to them. So since the sorter is connected to the connector, it basically pulls everything out of the connector and my ship's inventory into the next step in the process. So if I were to put the sorter in front of, right next to the refinery, it would pull everything out of the cargo container into the refinery, and then whatever's left as overflow would go into the cargo container. So I'm just going to move, that probably didn't make much sense to try and explain like that, but I'm going to drop everything off in the refineries that needs to go into refineries and start moving my sorters around. I can actually figure out how to do this. Okay. I still have a ridiculous amount of uranium that needs to be refined. Okay, so what I need to do here is break this off entirely. So I thought how this would work is it would basically push things, like how that arrow is pushing into the cargo container. I thought that once it got into the cargo container, it would automatically go to the refineries. That's not true. So I need to change this back to a normal conveyor. Slowly. I'm going to need a conveyor, a connector, sorter, a couple tubes, because my whole thing's about to get turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. And I need my armor block back. Okay. Hold that back up. And my cargo container is still upside down. I haven't refined everything inside of it yet to be able to grind it down and flip it. I'm gonna flip it like I'm Vanilla Ice, because he buys and sells houses and flips them. Let's see here, and up. There we go. Wow, I am just carrying all of the things on me. I have plenty of stuff to build anything and everything. And I actually have a pretty good idea of where I need to place. So basically, and I could actually maintain. Get rid of this. Okay, so this is gonna become a conveyor tube. And I think I'm gonna put my sorter just right. Yeah, right here, so that I actually have access to it. I can just look at it. And I need interior plate. Awesome. Always something. Float. I don't know what happened. I think the jetpack mechanics got changed somewhere along the line, because I felt like it didn't always be like this. Like, it feels kind of floaty, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like that you used to lose momentum much more quickly than you do now, I guess. Actually, I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this piece entirely and just have it go straight down. Learning stuff as I go here. Okay, arrows facing where I need to go, and my control panel's right there. Awesome. Let's see, 6. There we go. That's what we're looking for. any construction components. Get everything else at least welded up here. Oh wow, I need a lot of construction components. Did I not grab any? I think that's one of those things that I didn't realize I needed a lot of. There we go. So I think construction components is all I need. Finish these. Yep, there we go. Oh, I need small steel tubes. Always small steel tubes. All of the tubes. I guess this could be set up a bit prettier as well. Okay. I also need bulletproof glass. Oh, jetpack off. Need a bit more bulletproof glass, which is right here. I need to go make a bunch of small steel tubes. Okay. Small steel tubes. I'm gonna make about 30. I think that should be plenty. I lied. I'm gonna make more. Basically, I'm gonna take what I think I need and double it, and then add, I don't know, like 10. There we go. I actually watched a talk. I can't remember what. Like it's like some lecture with, or like panel with Neil deGrasse Tyson and who else was there? I don't remember. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, some lady that I don't really know, and some other astronomer that I didn't know. And they were talking about like the budget for NASA and how they would send engineers and astronomers and people who were very intelligent to sort of like build the things that they wanted to build. And apparently they like cross-referenced the like budget that the engineers had speculated and the budgets that like the third party had verified. And apparently engineers are not good at estimating how much things cost. I don't know why. Who'd have thought? Do I want to put something here? Just a wall. I think just a wall. The wall's fine. I should also be checking to make sure that this isn't putting stuff in here. Okay. Let's double check that. Okay. My sorter isn't working properly here. Drain all. Done. Okay. There. Now that should work. Where it's gonna basically yep, there it is. So with drain all on, oh man. So there's some weird bug with how I don't want the stone to go in here. Dang it. I need to figure out a way to fix this part. So how the sorters work is they'll basically, as things get refined, it'll automatically replace it, which is quite nifty. There. I need to build a trash dump as well. So one of the things I do to get rid of all this extra stone is I'll build a separate cargo container that's just kind of off into space somewhere. Like I'll run one of the tubes off the bottom of the cargo container, and it will just kind of go out into space. Like I think I could probably, let's see here. So that's right there. I might be able to demonstrate. It's gonna be tough because I have to figure out where the cargo container is, where the port is on the bottom. No, we'll do it live. Do it live. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stick a conveyor here, just because I'm all about making things look flush and pretty. And weld this by hand because why not? It's gonna take a while. Okay. Basically, we're just gonna run. Let's see here. Do I have to? Do I have the room to run this straight down? I do. Okay. And I'm going to need small steel tubes again. Oh, shoot. Actually, I am missing a component in this. Well, no, conveyor's fine. Because I may need... at some point, I may actually need stone. So I don't want to just blindly flush it. Where's my bend? There it is. So, do this, and we kind of run this out this way to a point where we're pretty sure it's clear of the... well, right here's fine. Let me grab our large cargo container. Just go ahead and... Yep, that lined up. All right, so this is basically our trash compactor. Yeah, it's a trash compactor pretty much. It's going to take all the small pieces and press them into one big one. So I'm going to go grab Rob here. I know we need to make steel tubes, small steel tubes as well. Jetpack is off. Okay. Production. Repeat. Small steel tubes. I think I need bulletproof glass too. So basically let that run. So how this my trash disposal system works is it's not entirely automated, just for right now, because it's still very crude, obviously. The process is you basically drag everything out to that cargo container, and then once it's full, you just grind it down. The cargo container disappears, and you get one big stone that then falls away. And you don't have to deal with ever again because it's just cast off into space. Who cares? So, make sure. Okay, I had to make sure because small steel tubes and girders look almost identical from a distance. And it's kind of irritating sometimes. I'm looking on iron. Okay. Yeah. One thing I want to do as well is add... I mean, I guess it's just the sort of, oh, wow. Here's stuff all that iron already. I think I talked about it before, the sort of modular production system that I build, where there's every step in the process, there's a cargo container and a bunch of filters to basically keep everything from bleeding into one another, where there's a cargo container for refined ore, there's a cargo container for components. Oh. What am I missing? Oh, interior plate. Dang it. Okay, I need 114 plus 60. That's 174. Maths. Grab my extra iron here. Okay. And refinery. Oh, dang it. And I don't have an additional loop to get rid of. So, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, once you get over a certain amount of... I'm trying to think of the word. Once you have a certain sized item, you can't move it. Like, I think this stone, it might move right now. Make that my inventory. Oh, I'm going to have to turn off the... Okay, hang on here. I need to fix something. Dang it. Okay. Turn this off, because I don't want anything flowing in, because I'm going to basically purge the system here. Oh, dang it. I blocked all the other ports. Sugar. Okay. I think. I don't remember if they share things side to side. We're going to find out, though. Because there are connection ports between them. I don't remember if they actually share things between each other though. So we're gonna find out. I don't want that iron. I want the stone. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna bump up my. Dang it. There's a certain point where things don't want to get moved. So we're going to have to find out where it is. For some reason I want to say it's like 40k. Okay, see if that works. Can I move things? I cannot. There we go. Okay, so it's like 35-ish. Can I get into refinery number 2 and move things between these two? I cannot. Okay. Can I move something into refinery 2? I cannot. Okay. So apparently those... Whoa, that was... Oh, I'm crouching. The connector tubes that are like on that one solid side, you cannot pass items through. You actually need a conveyor rigged up. Where is it? What am I dumping? I don't need a connector. Weld that back into place. I don't remember what I need anymore. Oh yeah, interior plate. I need 174. Look at me remembering things. That's crazy. Can't sneak through there. Man, this is such a mess. Why? Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this. Just clean it up pretty much. So can I move? Okay, that stone's definitely gonna have to get moved. Okay, cool. I can carry all that. Awesome. Move this down to assembler 2. Make some interior plate. Let that. I'm gonna get another drink here. Alright, I think 200 plus should be enough. Oh wow, and I can actually carry all that. That's awesome. So, let me get down here to our trash disposal unit. Okay, all good there. Hop in our boy Rob here. Hook it up. Alright. Pretty sure that's all welded up. And I think it's probably even upside down too. Awesome. Look at that. I think I might actually have everything I need to finish this part. No! No! I'm so close. Dang it. Well, I guess I can at least give a demonstration with what I have in me. So, take your stone that you don't want, stick it in here, grab a grinder, stand clear because the rock could be quite large. Basically just grind. I could probably even build something that would do this for me. Boop! And there's your trash. Cast off into space forever. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. So, until then, I'll see y'all in the next one.